You might have heard the saying, an idling mind is the devil's playground. This is dangerous. This is something that you're more than likely facing. This is something that I faced for many, many years, right? And I want to explain this to you so you can overcome this. And I'll explain this more in detail, right? So an idling mind is basically a mind that just sits there, okay, and just keeps attracting negative thoughts over and over again. I want you to think of this, right? As humans, we've got energy flowing through our body consistently, right? All the time. It's either when we're awake, either when we're sleeping, when we're just sitting on the couch, we've got energy consistently flowing through us, right? Now, I want you to think of this energy as thought patterns, right? It's either going to be negative thoughts or positive thoughts. There's never an in-between, okay? It's either one or the other. So when you're sitting there in idle, right? Let's say you're not doing anything. You know there are things that you should be doing, right? To better yourself as a man, right? To operate from high frequency, to be your best self, to consistently self-improve, right? And when you avoid that, when you neglect that, and you just sit there in idle, right? You finish work, you go on the couch, you pull out your phone, you start scrolling on Instagram, right? You start comparing yourself to other people. You start looking at girls that you know that will never go for you, right? And then you start feeling shit, bro, right? You start feeling shit, and then negative thoughts start coming into your mind because you're literally avoiding, you're neglecting, your physical, your mental, your spiritual well-being. Things that you know you need to take care of, things you know you need to maintain on a daily basis, but you're avoiding it, right? So you sit there in idle, and you start thinking of negative thoughts, right? And what happens next is, because those negative thoughts keep bombarding your mind, right? Basically a sign from the universe telling you, hey man, you need to fix your life. But you avoid it, and then you reach for the alcohol, you reach for the joint, the bong, the coke, the amphetamines, whatever it is, bro, the junk food, right? And you just want that something to make you feel better, right? You need that sort of distraction to take your mind off those negative thoughts, right? The negative thoughts that you've created, basically, right? And that's what's called the law of hypnotic rhythm. But I want to keep everything as simple and easy to understand for you. More or less, when you indulge in those, addictions, you're basically avoiding what needs to be done, okay? And that's why I say, bro, when you're in that idling mind, it is so dangerous, bro. When you just sit there and you literally avoid or neglect your, mental, physical, spiritual well-being, doing things that you know you need to do as a man, right? Things that you can't avoid. The byproduct of sitting in idle is addictions, bro, and vices and things that just literally temporarily make you feel good, right? For the moment. And then you end up just feeling shit the next day. You know what I mean? What goes up must come down. Next thing you know, you've got poor mental health and you're basically drifting through life, right? Someone that drifts through life has no direction in life, right? There's someone that just literally goes with the flow, right? And they accomplish nothing in life. And literally they live their whole lives just drifting, bro, drifting, right? They've got no purpose, no clarity. They've got nothing going for them, bro, basically, bro, right? And you're obviously watching this video because you don't want to be like that. You don't want to drift through life, right? You want to be someone that has control over his life, right? Someone that looks after his mental, his physical, his spiritual well-being, right? Let me tell you something, bro. I literally used to be a person that couldn't sit there alone, right? I would have consistent negative thoughts coming into my mind, right? And this was something I was facing for a long time, right? There were things that I needed to pay attention to, right? I was neglecting certain things in my life that I knew needed attention, right? These were adversities that I was faced with, right? And I was avoiding them. I could never be sitting alone because I'd start thinking about all my problems in life. And instead of dealing with them, I would run to the drugs, bro. I would call up a friend. It was someone that could not be alone, bro. I was always with someone, bro. The only time I was alone was when I was at home, when I was fucked up, coming down off drugs or whatever, and getting to sleep, bro. Other than that, I would always be consistently meeting up with one of the boys or whatever, yeah? And I just couldn't be alone, bro. Okay. I was avoiding adversity. You know, I was neglecting my mental, physical, spiritual well-being. Okay. And I knew these are things I needed to do, bro, right? But I just kept avoiding them. I was fucking weak, right? That then turned into addictions, vices, which then led to me operating through shame and guilt, low frequency. And then basically my mental health started to go downhill, right? And I was just drifting through life, bro. I was literally just drifting through life. As much as I wanted to reach these, pinnacles of life, leave a legacy behind, be ambitious, I was literally just drifting through life, bro, because I couldn't be alone. I was someone that was literally sitting there in idle most of the time, right? Or sitting there in boredom, you could say as well. Negative thoughts would come to my mind, right? Because as I said, bro, it's either negative energy or positive energy flowing through your body, right? It's not one or the other. It's not in between. It's one or the other. And I would always have negative thoughts flowing through my mind because I avoided doing what needed to be done as a man, right? And I just had no purpose in life, bro. I had no direction, right? I was just literally going to work or, running my business, okay? Working for just literally money, bro, okay? I was literally just a slave for money. And I basically would just escape, bro, because I couldn't be alone. I couldn't face my demons. I chose not to face my demons. I was a weak motherfucker that would literally just rather indulge in taking the easy way out, bro, right? And I would just indulge in my addictions. And I had to pay the price, bro. I deserve every bit of it, bro. I had to pay the fucking price, bro. The universe humbled me real fucking good, right? When my life pretty much came to breaking point, okay? But you don't have to let it be that way, brother, okay? You don't have to go through this, right? You don't have to consistently have these negative thought patterns flowing through your mind all the time, right? You don't need to be someone that has to run to vices, drugs, alcohol, whatever it might be, junk food, just to feel that temporary blanket, just to basically feel that temporary feel good sensations, right? You don't need to do that, bro. You need to do what is required for you or as you by a man, right? And that's to look after your mental, physical, spiritual well-being, right? Be consistent, stick to a process, and stop avoiding life, bro, okay? The only way to get through this, and the only way that I also get through overcoming an idling mind, is keeping busy on my purpose, on my ambitions, on my goals, looking after my mental, physical, spiritual well-being, right? And on top of that, focusing on, business ventures. But more or less, those three, bro, are what you need to focus on, bro. You need to be a good version of you to kill it in any area of life, bro, okay? You will never get anywhere in life if you neglect your mental, physical, and spiritual well-being. Bro, you would have seen this as well, right? You see let's say a famous celebrity sports person, right? When they're in their prime days, they're killing it. Then when they start to retire, they start indulging in drugs, they start putting on weight, they start basically neglecting themselves, right, altogether. They had strict regimen when they were involved in the sports, right? But when they retire, they've got no purpose, bro. They literally just don't know what to do, right? Their mind sits there in idle. And what happens from there? It leads to alcohol, it leads to drugs, and then their life falls apart. You see them lose money, you see them lose fucking everything, bro. The only person that I know, and there's probably some others, but if you heard of maybe Dorian Yates, right? Mr. Olympia, bodybuilder, won like 5 times in a row or something like that. Something crazy, bro. More or less, he is someone that, made his money during Mr. Olympia. When he retired, yes, he had a little bit of fun and partied, but he found his purpose, bro. And his purpose was to help others, become better with their fitness, right? He was helping others. That was his purpose. So he did that. And more or less, he's someone that's doing really well, bro, outside bodybuilding, right? He does really well. He looks after his mental, physical, and spiritual well-being, bro. If you don't believe me, you can watch documentaries on Dorian Yates, right? And how he lived his life before and how he lives his life now, bro. And he's just loving life, bro. He's going through life because he's got focus, he's got clarity, right? He's got purpose. But more or less, man, if you were to ask me, right, how do I avoid this idling mind? You must be someone with purpose. You need to be a man with purpose, bro. You must be putting some sort of dent in the universe, okay? You have to be doing something like that. You cannot neglect your mental, physical, spiritual well-being, right? You need to be on your grind and you might say, well, what's my purpose? Because more than likely, most of you watching this don't have a purpose, right? You're living life just consistently just drifting through life, right? You just work, come home, you've got fucking nothing really going for you, right? I'll tell you what your purpose should be, right? And this is my definition. This is my purpose as well. My purpose is to be the best version of myself I can be, right? The best man that I can be, and help and inspire others in the process, right? My story might be different to your story, right? Either way, there's your best option as a man is to focus on creating the man that you admire, okay? And then giving him back to the world, bro. Helping others, right? Helping others with things that you are suffering with. And that's your purpose, bro. And you can literally, turn that into a business, right? Because that's something that you faced, you overcame. Now you teach other people. When you focus on your mental side of things, right, which works in conjunction with your physical side of things, right, your body, when you look after your body, when you consume healthy, nutritious foods, right, when you don't overeat, when you are consistent with going to the gym, you build an aesthetic physique, right, a ripped, shredded physique. You build up self-love, you feel proud, you got systems in place, right? And that contributes to your overall purpose of becoming the best version of yourself. You can't become the best version of yourself just in one area, right? You have to become the best version of yourself in all areas, bro, okay? And it starts with what's in front of you, bro, the man in the mirror. How can I make the man in the mirror the best version possible, right? And that's why I say, bro, you can start with getting rid of all your weaknesses, right? Getting rid of all your vices, your addictions, things that are holding you back. Create some sort of systems in place, right? Which are daily systems that are non-negotiable, right? Have some structure in life. And as you look after your physical health, right? Your mental health starts getting looked after. You start building more confidence, you get more self-esteem, self-love. You become more disciplined, right? And then you start killing it in other areas, right? Because you've got a daily process that you stick to, you've got a morning routine that you stick to, you connect with your spiritual side, right? And more or less, bro, you haven't got time to sit there in fucking idle, right? If you have time to sit there in fucking idle and binge and watch Netflix, and literally just sit there and scroll on fucking social media, right? Because I know, bro, I can understand. I know how addictive it can be, right? But more or less, bro, if you've got time to sit there and be a consumer in your life, you're sitting there in idle, it's going to lead to fucking bad choices, bro. It's going to lead to vices, addictions, right? And then you've entered the devil's playground, okay? You're basically going to be drifting through life. What are you going to do? Do that for the rest of your fucking life and leave no legacy behind? Not build a man that could be the best version of himself, right? You tell me, bro, right? Because I can tell you one thing. I've lived on your side of the fence, okay? And that's the most damaging side of the fence to be on, right? Now that I'm on this side of the fence, I will never fucking ever go back to that side of the fence, brother, okay? There's no fucking way. Never gonna let my mind go to idle, right? I love adversity, I love problems, I love solving problems. People come to me to fucking fix problems, bro. I used to create problems in my life, right? Or run away from problems. Now I'm a person that actually solves problems, right? And I love it like this, bro. But more or less, man, I don't allow myself to sit in idle. If I sit in idle, I know that I'm avoiding something important that needs to be done, bro. There is always something that needs to be done, bro, okay? As I said, you start with your physical body, bro. You respect your body, bro. You put good foods in your body. You do it properly, bro. You basically construct the body that you admire, bro, okay? You need to construct that body, and that is you showing up, going to the gym. As a byproduct, You start getting ripped when you start putting in the work and you control what you eat, not be a selfish motherfucker and overeat all the time. And eventually, bro, you start getting good at that, right? And because you get good at that, you're a man of your word to yourself. You build up that self-love. Your mental health gets good. You get more confidence. Your anxiety, your depression starts to go away. And as you combine that with your morning routine, you start connecting to the universe, infinite intelligence, God, whatever you want to call it, brother. You start connecting with the higher power, okay? Now you're basically on something. Now you're on your purpose. Now you're able to operate from high frequency, right? You're not operating no longer from shame and guilt, feeling anxiety, depression, all this bullshit that's temporary, that's not fucking real. You've got systems in place, bro, okay? You don't have time to sit there in idle. You're working towards something all the time, okay? You can't just sit there and play fucking video games, watch Netflix, and just do pointless shit, do drugs with fucking your shitty friends who don't give a fuck about you. Bro, when you have systems in place, when you stick to your purpose, as I explained, right? Being the best version of yourself, mental, physical, spiritual, looking after all those things, right? From there, looking into a business venture, right? Whatever it might be. When you look after those 3 pillars, okay? And you've got systems in place and you're consistently growing, right? You're not stagnant. You don't have a victim mindset, right? You've got a growth mindset. You're consistently wanting to grow. You're consistently wanting to level up your skills. You're consistently enrolling yourself in courses, right? You're hanging around the right people. You're reading books. You're just consistently wanting to improve every day, right? Because when you do that, over time, it builds a compounding effect and you end up just getting further in life, bro, okay? You get to achieve your goals as you keep stacking up your daily wins, sticking to the process. And you just have no time to sit there and fucking idle, bro, right? If someone called me today from my old circle of friends and said, hey, bro, do you want to chill? I'll be like, what the fuck for, bro? And do what? You know what I'm saying, bro? I don't want to invest my time with people and just fucking chill, bro, or just go for a fucking coffee, right? Like, I want to do things, bro. I want to do things that are going to basically help me strengthen my mental, physical, spiritual side of things, bro. If there's no value in it, I don't want to fucking meet up, bro, and do nothing. I know that sounds harsh, but you're more than likely at a level where you can't understand what I'm trying to say, bro. But when you come out on the other side and you put in the work and you completely, shift your identity, become a new person, a person that you admire and people admire around you, that's when you understand that you don't go doing pointless shit anymore, bro. You only do things that are going to contribute to your purpose and your self-improvement journey, right? That's just basically straight up how it is. And I just have no time to sit there and fucking idle, bro. Literally, I stick to my process each and every day, okay? I make sure that I always do it. And then I just have no time to sit in idle. Before I know it, bro, the whole day's gone because time just goes fucking quick for me, bro, because I'm always consistently trying to do things, right? And then I just have a shower, I eat my dinner. I might watch a podcast, an educational podcast for 30 minutes. And then I'm tired, bro, and I go to sleep. I don't have time to sit there fucking thinking about negative thoughts, bro. I don't allow myself to sit in fucking idle is what I'm trying to say, yeah? So, listen, man, if you're sitting in idle, you're in the devil's playground, you need to get out of it, right? You need to focus on things that contribute to your self-improvement journey, that contribute to your well-being, your mental, physical, spiritual well-being. And only then, bro, can you avoid sitting in idle, avoid making stupid decisions, avoid drugs, addictions, junk food, all that shit, vices that are holding you back. Only then can you decide to have control of your positive thoughts, right? But look, man, I'm going to end this video here. It may seem like a bit of a rant, but I say this out of love, bro, because I've been in your shoes before, okay? And it's no way to fucking live as a man, bro. You're watching self-improvement channel, okay, for a reason, because you want to self-improve. You want to find the answers, right? And I'll tell you straight up exactly, with no bullshit, what you need to do, bro, okay? That's why I can speak so fucking passionately about these topics, because I've been in your situation before, okay? And when you overcome them, if I can do it, you can do it, right? I have that approach. I'm not better than you, bro, right? I was just willing to put in the work and make the sacrifices to become the best version of myself and only continue to grow, bro, right? So you can do this too. I've got faith in you, bro. It comes out of love. And if you resonate with my video, subscribe to my channel, bro. If you're a new viewer, it really helps me, keep creating more content, bro. Create a movement, help people out on their self-improvement journey with things that I've personally been through and overcome, right? So look, ending the video here. Have a beautiful, blessed day, and I'll see you in the next video. Let's get it. Peace.